Hi, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. Welcome to my video today. If you're new to this channel, thanks very much for coming to our channel to watch this video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are watching the previous video series, thanks very much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. What this is about wealth creation in action. And the wealth creation doesn't happen overnight. It happens one day at a time over a long period of time. But every day you've got to show up in one form or another. You've got to show up. And so if you do it over 5 years or over 10 years, and then you hit the big number that you're looking for, people then tend to only see that last final figure and tend to think that you made it overnight, but not know that it happened one day at a time. And that's how success happens, one day at a time. So what I'm doing here is tracking the growth of an investment portfolio in the cryptocurrency space. I am an investor and not a trader, so to speak, but more of an investor. And I started growing an investment portfolio a year ago. Though I didn't start tracking, I wasn't tracking it really a year ago. I only started this year, a few months ago, 1st of February, 2021. So I started it in May, and from very humble beginnings, very small amount, and then grew up to 6 figures by the end of January this year, 2021. And I thought, you know what, I better start tracking this because it's going to make for a good case study. So here I am today. Every day I update the spreadsheet and the figures, and just talk about a few things, because I'm going through a journey here. And obviously, as you go through a journey from day by day, you learn a few things, or you have certain thought processes that I just like to share with yourself. So what I'm going to do, but before I do, I've got to do the disclaimer. Disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I'm not from a regulated body. I am just me, just doing my investment, showing you what's working for me. Always do your own due diligence. Always do your own research. And do understand that all investments carry risk to some degree. Some are more risky than others. Not all investments are as risky, but my investments haven't been too bad. So, but all investments do carry risk. So do understand that. So with that out of the way, what I'm going to do is share my screen so that I can update today's figures, then talk about a few stuff. So let's get that share button. See what I want to share. First of all, I want to share this page. So let's go and press the button. Here we go. So I want to share this page. So this is what I'm doing here. So this is my spreadsheet that I have been updated from the 1st of February when I decided to start documenting this. And at that time, it's 106,000 it had reached at that time. And so every day it go up by a couple, some thousands, go up, then it will come down, it will go up and come down. And these are kind of the total figures of the portfolio. And when it's gone up, I color that in green, and when it's gone down, I color that in red. And you've got greens and reds, because we've got ups and downs. And that's the way it goes. That's the nature of the market. And that's what people really need to understand. It's not a straight line. Investing isn't a straight line. It's ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. So here we are. So we've had some days when we've had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row, and times when we've had 3 days that come down and so on. And it's been interesting with what's the interesting thing is that if it does go up, it will come down. If it does go down, it will go up. So when it goes down, you don't panic and run for the hills. You just know that it's going to go up. Now, obviously, it depends on what stage you are in the cycle. And I know what stage we are in the cycle. So yes, it's going up and down in an upward direction. And that's why, from $106,064, $106,064, it has gone up by, almost 200,000. So it's going in the right direction. So here we are today, 7th of May rather, sorry, not 7th of May, 8th of May today. Yesterday was the 7th. I'm going to put today's date in, 8th of May. Go to my investment summary sheet. So the numbers come in through the live feed, which updates every 10 minutes or so, to this sheet here. And this portfolio, particular portfolio, I do have more than one. This particular one consists of one whole Bitcoin. So this is the current price of Bitcoin today, and an assortment of alternative coins, which is this one here. So, and then at the top is the total of the portfolio. This whole thing on the left is in US dollars, and the one on the right hand side is in pounds sterling, Great British Pound, GBP, or pound sterling. So that's what we have right now. So it's 42,000. Bitcoin is 42,842 pounds at the moment, or $59,182. Same thing. So I'm going to take this figure here, 243,133.03. So yeah, 243. So I'll put the time here. It's 2:49:39, and I've forgotten the number. So what's the number again? 243,133.03. 243,133.03. See if I got that right. Yeah, that's correct. So I bring that down. That's like a little bit down on yesterday. Yeah, that's down on yesterday. So that's going to be a loss. Well, not so much a loss, a minus, should I say. And I color that red. Where's my red? Okay, and then here, the total. So that would be down a little bit. 302,315. 302,315. 302,315. Point what? 0.73. 0.73. 0.73. So 302,315. Yeah, that's correct. So just put that in there. So that's down 3,000 as well. And like I said, it's not, I don't consider it as a loss. You only lose when you sell. If I were to sell now, then I mean, it's not a loss, basically. I mean, over 106,000, so it's not a loss. 190, it's certainly not a loss. But it's down on yesterday, and that's fine. That's just, it has, we have these. These has happened many times before, so it will come back into the green. So this, now Bitcoin has kind of gone up on yesterday, so that will stay green. Should have done this in bold. So yeah, so Bitcoin's 59,000, so that's up on yesterday. Altcoin's a little bit down, so that's why we've gone into the red here, and that's not a problem. Yeah, that's great. So that's the figures, and that's what I do on a daily basis. Let's save that. So next. So what I want to talk about is the market. The market that we're in. In fact, you don't even need to see me. I need to go and share my screen again. The growth of the market is an incredible market, and it's growing dramatically. It's quite, when I think about a year ago, the way things were a year ago. Let's see if I can share my screen again. I'll find the slide. It works. It's not 100 trillion, isn't it? Right. So about that. So let's just share that screen again. We're talking about the size of the market. Has it shared? Shared. Okay. So the size of the market, the cryptocurrency market, it has grown dramatically. A year ago, it's like the market was like, the crypto market was about 250 billion US dollar size, the market cap call it the market capitalization, how much money is actually in it, how much money people have actually invested in. It was about 250 billion, and that was huge. And you know, we knew that the forex market, which is the next size market, was about 6 trillion in size. So the crypto market was really small compared to the forex markets. And then the commodity market is around 20 trillion. That's what the commodity market is, and that's with gold, oil, and tin, copper, and all these platinum, all these different commodities, and orange juice and so on. And the stock market is also the biggest. But this forecasts are that eventually, the crypto market will grow to the size of in this current season. We're in a particular cycle right now, which is we're in the middle, well, towards the end of the cycle. We're coming towards the end, and that at the end of this cycle, it will grow towards the size of the forex market, and or at least hit that size. It might shrink down afterwards, but it will hit that size, and then in the next season, in the next cycle, which is going to be 2024 kind of time onwards, it's going to grow to the size of the commodity market, and then the next cycle after that, which is like 2028, it's a 4-year cycle. Everything's about 4-year cycles in the commodity market, in the crypto market. It's going to go and reach the size of the stock market, but it's got a long way to go from 250 billion. 250 billion is a lot, but it's tiny compared to these guys that are in the trillions. Okay, and this was in, I would say, like I said, March, April to 2020, these kind of dates, and but if you look at, but if I would go here, what is actually has happened, this site here called CoinMarketCap, you can see that the market cap of the crypto market is now 2.4 trillion. So it has basically grown to basically dollars 2.4 trillion. That's basically has grown by times 10. That is 10x in a year. You understand? That is what it's done, 10x in 1 year. Okay, 10x in 1 year. You understand? And like I said, if you look at the stock, if I go to, for example, Google here, and I ask, what's the market cap? I was checking something up. Total market cap of the forex market. Total forex market is worth around 5.1 trillion. It's about 6 trillion. Okay. Market cap. What was the other one I asked? Market cap of the commodities was around it's around 20 trillion. That's the size of the commodity market. And the size of the stock market is different. There are different things that's found on different different things are found on different sites, but stock market, different types of things. There are many different stock markets, and they have lots of different markets within the stock market that are all the trillions. So many. So I found this list, a list of all the stock markets. List of stock markets, and I'm not about stock market, by the way, but still, it's a huge market because it's the longest and it's more traditional, and they're all different stock markets, all in the trillion. You see this trillion, lots of, and I wanted to add it all up, so I did add it all up. I won't bore you with the adding from the beginning. So I added them all up here. So there's about there's about 20 stock markets. All right, that's what we've got. Let's just back to this thing here. Let's just see. That's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20. There's nothing under there. Okay. 20 stock markets, all closed now because this is a weekend. And so I put on my spreadsheet all of them, all the figures. So I didn't have to do it during the video. And I just went up to sum it all up. So this is all trillions, by the way. All this is trillions. And basically, auto sum, that's 100 trillion. 100 trillion. So the size of the stock market is 100 trillion. So as you can see, the crypto market's got a long way to go, okay, before it gets here. But I'm telling you, back in 20, so this was like, you know, this is billion, you know, back in 2020, right, when it was 250 billion, people thought, I would never catch up to the forex market. Well, it's halfway there, almost. And 1 year later, okay, it's now 2.4 trillion. All right, 2.4 trillion. There it is, there, market cap, 2.4 trillion. All right, so it's certainly grown from 250 billion. It's almost, like I said, almost 10x, almost tenfold. So the market is really growing, and the market's not over yet. It should double. It should at least double and get to a 5 trillion mark by the end of this cycle, and it might shrink down again back to 2.4 trillion, 2.5 trillion. And then the next season, 2024, we'll be coming for the commodity market. It doesn't mean that the forex market will disappear or the commodity market will disappear. There's still plenty of room for commodities, but it should be around the 10 to 15 trillion mark in 2024. That's what that's what we're looking for the crypto market to achieve. And then in 2028, you should be looking at hitting between around the 50 trillion mark, half the stock market, and maybe the year after that, 2032, it should definitely hit around the 100 trillion mark. There's room for the crypto market to be worth 1 trillion by 2032. So this is just, you know, not really predictions, but it's just estimates. You know, obviously I may be off, but it's certainly growing. And to go from, like I said, you know, it's a very young market. And so this is the time, what I'm trying to say, this is a time, even at even though it's grown tenfold, this is the time. So you can imagine people who have made a ton of money, people who invested here, their money has grown tenfold. And I can attest to that because my money has grown more than tenfold. So can you imagine though, by the time it gets to this money? So if you're invested at this level, what do you think your money will grow to? That's another tenfold. You see what I mean? And here, but key is once it starts reaching the big levels, it won't grow dramatically anymore. It'd be very difficult, for example, for the stock market to become, you know, double. It's very difficult. It might go up 5 to 10%. And at that time, crypto will be going up 5 or 10%. And so the opportunity to make massive 1,000% gains will be over. That's why you want to get in now, while the market is still young. Get in now while the market is still young. It's still very young, still very small at 2.4 trillion compared to the other markets. But understand, it's getting bigger, and it's going to become very big over the next decade. All right, you know, again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't take my words as, just understand it's going to get bigger. Okay, exactly how big, what number is going to be, nobody knows, but it's going in that direction. It's certainly not going to stay at 2.4 trillion. I can tell you that now in the next decade. So, you know, it's just phenomenal. So this is the time of opportunity. And this, at the time, you know, can you imagine these guys in the commodity can wish they could have got in the stock market when the stock market was like this, they would have made a fortune. That's how they made their fortune, by the way. If you think of a lot of people that made their fortune, they made their fortune because they got into the stock market when it was tiny. Now it's huge. You now need millions to make millions. But indeed, here, you don't need millions to make millions. Here, you need thousands to make millions. But when we get up here, you're going to need millions to make millions. So while you're here right now, take advantage. Okay, so that's what I'm really talking about. The stock market, the cryptocurrency market is young, it's still growing. It's like it's not even a teenager, kind of like almost. And you know, it's not like the big boys. So it's got a long way to go. So ride the wave to success, ride the wave to wealth. You know, take part in the great wealth transfer. Okay, don't miss out. Okay, I'll call it, yeah, the great wealth transfer. Okay, there's going to be a massive transfer over the next, you know, between 2020 to 20, I would say 32. It's going to be a massive transfer. Okay, don't expect crypto to be at this level at 2022. So the question is, when it's between, somewhere between here, between 20 trillion and 100 trillion, somewhere, what would you have done? You've got the opportunity now. What would you have done? Even if you only have $100, what would you have done? Do something. Take advantage. Okay. Now, so that's enough on that. But basically, like I said, there's two sides to what we do. There's a personal development side, which is very, very important, having the millionaire mindset. So most people are afraid to take action because they don't have the right mindset. And also, it's very important even for when you make the money, so you can keep that money, have the right mindset. And then the second thing is having the right strategy, the right investment strategy. And we've got both in one place for you, free of charge, free of charge. So what you want to do is go to our website. Let's share the screen again. I've got it here on Google. No, that's not Google. There it is. IamWealthyandRich.com. Get yourself to that website straight away. How to understand the game of money and play it well. Scroll down and fill in the short form. Get your millionaire mindset and investment strategy free. And I'll send it to you straight away. Apply exactly the way I teach it, and you'll be on your way to take part in this great wealth transfer. Okay, this great wealth transfer. So that's all the message I want to give you. You see the link below the video anyway. So I want to thank you for watching this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button this video so that YouTube can share this with other people. And I hope you have a wonderful and fantastic day. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.